Hey friends, and welcome back. It's going to be Jaraci Cup 1 again. We're continuing with the tiebreakers from Group A. This is the last game which was played in Group A because there should be a tiebreaker between Mazrym and Philo, but it never managed to get played. Mazrym rocking the OG Soban colors, I'm liking that, and Frosty, of course, in his white and green. I really like Frosty's colors, mind you, but it's going to be Coalition versus Soban. Probably going to see AAV plays in the early game. But yeah, I feel like I still don't exactly know what to expect from this particular matchup. So map, of course, is Firebase Crew here, and this is usually seen as a pretty big one. It's one of my favorite maps. I love these like little high ground areas that you can kind of play off of. This map we've seen some great games on before. I like it too for early aggression. I feel like it's not too hard to pull off because the position of these dunes here has defensive potential but also aggressive potential. It's just, it all depends on like the way you look at it, man. Frosty once again gonna go for this really aggressive eco style. You saw him do this versus Mazrym in the last game. That's not right. Versus Philo in the last game. Mazrym, meanwhile, going to be filling up some LAVs, or yeah, that's right. Okay, I'm struggling right now. Going to be filling up some salvagers over on the wreck over there first. Now, I do note that Frosty has retired his base runner. He didn't launch a probe before he did, so no scouting information at all from him. This is pretty much the fastest support cruiser you can get in the game, but I don't know. I feel like that scouting is actually really valuable, so it's going to be a bit unfortunate for him not to have that. But there's his support cruiser already in position. He's moving out to the second base now. Philo, or Mazrym, goodness, he has seen this, so he knows that his opponent's got the eco edge on him for sure. My first thought is, okay, let's punish this, right? Because this is not support cruiser first. This is like eco rushing. You know what I mean? But it doesn't look like he's doing that. He's making a support cruiser of his own. He hasn't gotten another tech yet, so it's definitely not going to be a rush of any kind. The idea is that, you know, because your opponent is spread out, because he's going to have less units than you can hopefully put the hurt on him if you get AAVs really early and go out, or you can do something with LAVs too, although I feel like that's going to be a bit less effective because you know AAVs are down the line after that. Yeah, I feel like you can do some serious damage if you want to, but it doesn't look like Mazrym wants to play it that way. His support cruiser's coming out now. He's going to move it out to his first base, almost certainly, because it doesn't look like he's moving the carrier. And then railgun fabrication comes out for him. So it's not going to be AAV versus AAV, which is kind of what we expect. And that could actually be a good twist here. Probe has not taken a scratch. That's nice to see. Railgun fabrication finishing just about now. But it looks like Frosty's getting it too, very early. So let's listen to this guy get flinked. Oh, I love that noise. I'm not sure why he's standing there. Although, you know what I always wonder is, like, shouldn't he just, like, shoot the tires and pop them instead? I don't know. Maybe they're really thick tires. We've already got an armor upgrade coming out on this AAV, which is pretty cool. I like that a lot. I always like seeing people get the upgrades at all, let alone, you know, early, because with low-level players, that's something you often see, and you're like, oh no, don't do this. So when you watch people like Frosty and Mazrym play and they get the upgrades early, it's like, yes, that pleases me, you know what I mean? Although, one thing I should note is that, like, Garmulator, he often just never, like, when he's playing against... No, yeah, even I think when he's doing Coalition, he gets AAVs in the early game. He just doesn't get the armor upgrades. Instead, he does like a 2-base play with Mag Accelerator, but no armor. He's just hoping with like the numbers that he has there that he can push out and win with it, which is pretty cool. And Frosty getting missile battery fabrication already, which is kind of odd. I think you kind of lose your eco edge if you do this. Like at this point, I'd say the two players are pretty much even. Well, no, they're not. There's no RU salvagers over there. I don't know, I feel like you kind of lose a bit of an edge if you get this so early. It is safe, right? Because then like you have anti-air for when you need it, but I don't know, I feel like you don't need to go for that so quickly. That's not going to go anywhere, obviously. Assault cruiser fabrication coming in on Frosty. So this is exactly what we saw against Mazrym. It's very interesting to see. I feel like it's a little too slow. Like, it's too many things, you know what I mean? Like, they're all really nice to have, but you can't have them all, right? That's my thought, anyway. You know, when Garmulator was playing quite actively, I was not, like, totally down on his style, but I was down on the fact that it worked so well in vanilla, how he just makes so many LAVs, but, like, I haven't seen, you know, really big Strikecraft plays for a long time. It'd be kind of exciting to see it again. We got a whole lot of LAVs over here, but I mean, I don't feel like they're really going to get anything done. He's playing, you know, in Karakev 12, which started today, so we might have some juicy Strikecraft plays up on the queue before too long. But we'll just have to see. A little bit of harassment there. I actually took the Salvager down about halfway, but obviously that doesn't mean too much. Probe getting missed there. That's actually a bug that A-Game is aware of. He knows why it happens too. It's not in the current patch anymore. So yeah, you don't have to worry about that in A-Game's patch right now. But when the tournament was played, yeah, this was something about like the probe receiving like an accuracy modifier or whatever. So the missile battery, even though it has 100% accuracy, it'll miss when it's firing against the probe sometimes. Looks really funny too. Just a logic error. If you've ever done coding, you know what that is. Strikecraft are trying to come in here and do some damage, but there's definitely enough defense here, and I'm actually kind of amazed they got out with only one of them taking any damage at all there. I feel like they should have gotten hit a bit harder there. Now, I gotta say, Mazrym, doing a thing here. What was I gonna say? I don't know, but he's gonna get the double extraction there, which is nice, and there's maybe even a third on the way over here, so... And remember, it's pretty much all on the line right here, because if Mazrym wins this, he goes to the upper bracket. If Frosty wins, he goes to the upper bracket. So they both really want this. And I feel like Frosty is playing way too safe, you know? Like, he's allowing his opponent to have so much field control, even though his army is clearly superior. And letting these artifacts get out like this completely unimpeded, I think is definitely going to come back to haunt him. We'll just have to see, though, but I don't know. That doesn't seem good to me. Support Cruiser's coming out from Mazrym now. That's definitely going to... Well, it'll go to the other place the Support Cruiser goes. I'm not sure why I keep saying that, because it's pretty obvious. But the thing to note here is Frosty's not making one himself, so he's actually going to start falling behind on eco after a little bit here. He's ahead right now, yeah. He's just got the Salvagers mining already. Here come the long-distance miners from Mazrym, and then that Support Cruiser is going to finish before too long. Carrier doing some acrobatics over there, it's nice to see, and then artillery actually coming out for Mazrym as well. Both players actually getting artillery there. But yeah, look at Frosty's army. It's all, you know, spread out in this very defense. Like this area here, you're gonna be very hard to push on. But I feel like with this same army, you could set up the same hard point like right there, right? And then you would obviously, you know, be you'd be winning. You'd be killing it, right? LAVs come boosting in here like they do. There is an AAV to cover though, and he's trying to put down a smoke over there. Not sure that's the right position for it, but that's okay. This is obviously the guy who's getting killed. Smoke comes out just a little bit too late. LEVs are going to get repelled, but they took one down with them. That's not bad. Support Cruiser's filling up that third base now, and it looks like Mazrym actually moving his carrier out too. And I mean, why not? He's got a lot of carrier power, doesn't he, because of those artifacts. Artillery's finished, and he can begin producing railguns here now, and should actually win the railgun fight if he has enough time to produce. I guess Frosty has actually already made that third Support Cruiser, or second, I guess. He's using his carrier on the second base. I didn't see that on the way. So he's not going to be that behind on eco, but I don't know. I think Mazrym is looking really strong here, whereas Frosty with his kind of like insane eco strat was really winning, I think, in the early game. So things have kind of turned around here. Maybe Frosty's realizing just now he kind of needs to play a bit more dynamically, but this is sort of exactly the wrong time to do it, because I think his opponent actually has got a pretty strong hold of the middle at this point. Probe's getting sniped, that's nice. Artillery is ready on both sides, isn't it? I think Oh, he researched it. I didn't see him making one, did I? Okay, I think it's actually only... Oh, there's 2 artillery cruisers. Okay. No, that's... Okay, that's a sport cruiser. Alright. I was losing my mind for a second there. I like the targeting jammer. That's well placed. Is that... Okay, yeah, it was in the targeting jammer. I was wondering about that. Where's that headed? Oh, it's a barrage. Okay. It's right on the railguns. Oh, man. Frosty. Turning on the wall hacks there. I see. I see. You know, those LAVs could run in... Well, they'd force the smoke out, but then they'd have to leave them. That's probably not worth it. The artifact does get scored, though. But see, Frosty's really got to be a bit stricter on these artifacts here, because if even one more scores, he loses, right? His army's really got to inhabit this side here. Look how many LAVs are. Like, there's so much mobility on Mazrym's side that he can just kind of strike in here on that side that he knows his opponent can't really hold. And I think an assault cruiser also is like perfect for that, because if he comes in and finds an AV, he just leaves, this guy comes over, and then, you know, problem solved, right? Those 2 artifacts I'd like to see him get a little bit more aggressive with, but maybe he just doesn't want to throw them, and that makes sense. I'm just kind of wondering where are the rails for Mazrym right now, because I imagine he's got a lot of resources in the bank here. Oh my gosh, yeah, okay, so he definitely needs to be making rails here. I don't know what he's waiting for. Down goes the support cruiser. I imagine this is going to be a second one taken out too. But this army for Frosty is really quite strong, and there's no rails out yet for Mazrym, so... Yeah, I don't know where the rails are, but they need to be here already. He can also just power up the weapons too, just because why not? Oh wow, Frosty's actually evacuating his main too, so definitely this is a good time to strike in. You can clear out all the logistics modules too, and then every kill you get is like quasi-permanent, if you know what I mean. Or at least it's more difficult to replace than it should be. Okay, rails are on the way now for Mazrym, but... Especially with that artillery, I mean, he's going to be getting pushed back, actually. So, I think we've seen, like, a double throw going on here, and now I'm just not even sure who's going to win. The eco is just, like, it's dead, right? So Frosty is not going to get any more army. But with this army that he's already got, I feel like he's actually got kind of decent chances of taking this. Or at least he can push his opponent off of definitely his first and his third and his second, right? LAV's coming here after the logistics modules. That's exactly what I would want to see. Frosty doing the same, and I like that too. And he can actually mine off of this location, right? I think he should definitely start doing that. He's got the artillery and his opponent doesn't. Doesn't that make him kind of like ahead in this case? Like, if the bases are this close together, you know, I can shoot you from my base, right? I'm in your base, killing you dudes. Those artifacts probably ought to back up here at this point. Man, I don't even know what's going on at this point. This is crazy. Oh, but this flank over here of Frosty's army gonna get brutalized. LAVs are coming back. Now this assault cruiser definitely should come in and try to do a backstab on the eco, the new eco, right? Because by the time he gets there, the army is probably not going to be in that location, and that could be really effective. This is tricky. It's hard to call this one, but I don't know. It looks like Frosty's pretty well ahead at this point. These LAVs could be game changers, though. We just got to see how they're used. I'm looking at that assault cruiser, especially, or artillery cruiser, especially. But there is an assault cruiser right in position, so. And assault cruisers just chew through LAVs like they're nothing, so. Okay, he's gonna back away there, that's wise. He does take out a missile battery, but that's not really particularly impactful. He could try to do something cool with the targeting jammers, like stick a targeting jammer on this assault cruiser, and then do a run-by with the LAVs. That'd be really sick. Or he could just kill it with a railgun. I mean, that works too, so... Oh, it's close. It's like 120. You know, you could throw a targeting jammer on and kill it with the LAVs at this point, I'm pretty sure. Self-repair gonna come down on that though. These base runners are running for their lives now. That's why they call them base runners, yeah. Yeah, I'd really like to see that targeting jammer getting used, because it is a free ability, and you can slow down your opponent's push a lot. He's got to clear those things out before he can get on you. Because obviously if he just runs through him, you know, he's actually going to lose, no matter how much armor he has. Like, they're not fighting at all, so... But one thing I've noticed is a little bit of a ring around the rosy scenario here, and Frosty seems to have noticed it too. He's backing up, but those two artifacts are pretty close to the extraction point at this juncture. And I bet if this assault cruiser runs in, he can kill this one off. If he uses the attack missiles right, it'd be pretty easy too. Because yeah, this is like kind of the unknown variable, like Frosty didn't realize this was here. He sees it now though. Yeah, so I'd say charge in there, put the attack missiles like right there, and then move in. One artifact goes down. Yeah, you want to stay and fight this one though, don't you? Or, oh, okay, you're now behind cover. Like, use those missiles, man. Oh. There's so much potential. This artifact is not looking too healthy. I think it's gonna get killed off here. Again, though, the targeting jammer, like, right there, that's gonna be really nice. Oh, but Frosty stops. He stops moving, and his army's kind of out of position now. Oh, man, this is... You know, they're both mining off of each other's base, because that's fine, right? There is a support cruiser here. Frosty should have that back, I think. Okay, but his army is going to get in position. He's going to stop it. This is crazy. I mean, this is what I want to see. This is fun. I don't care if it's like good play or not. It's fun. I like seeing it. Here come the LAVs for a bit of a push. They're running through a pretty nasty choke, though. Uh-oh, don't choke. Oh! Okay, he's fine. I think... That must be a mistake. Either that or he thought that it would heal the units around it, which is not true. But again, like, those TAC missiles have so much potential. You don't see them get used nearly as well as they should, I don't think. Like right here, that army is staying behind the smoke. Just like one TAC missile barrage right there, and I think you kill like most of it. They're really good, so... Frosty's carrier looking a little bit alone now, though it does have the two artillery cruisers, but I think if the LAVs run in here, they can kill both of those off. Then again, there's a lot of power in this carrier, and Reserve 4 is on its way, too. You know, artillery was researched for Mazrym, but we never saw it get made. Oh no, the LAVs. Oh. They're gonna get chomped on right here. Or at least they were. The assault cruiser is dead now. Okay, so that base runner, put the targeting jammer like right there, and then the LAVs can actually still be fighting in this fight, right? Okay, but if this railgun goes down... If this railgun goes down, then the base runner can just get out, can't it? Oh, no, don't... Okay, no, he's not even targeting us, that's fine. Alright, so Frosty's army, I think, is out of position now, and that's going to be the game for Mazrym. Right? Pretty sure. What a back and forth, man. That's crazy. But no, yeah, there's no way to stop this artifact at this point. I mean, the ring around the rosy will continue, mind you. Whoa! By going to space, you seek the stars. This cannot be. Boink. The support cruiser gets in there to try and kill off the base runner. I love it. Now, they do, like, no damage, mind you, but... There we go. So the game is going to go to Mazrym. So Mazrym will be our quarterfinalist, and Frosty, unfortunately, will move down to the lower bracket. But he fought valiantly. Hope you enjoyed it. Group A is finished. I think I will go ahead and cast some Group B as well. I want to get all these done, like, semi-fast. So, because we're a little bit behind. I don't know if you noticed. So I am going to be doing a lot of casting, but yeah, I hope you enjoy it. I'll catch you in the next one.